Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. So guys, today is Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. But before I begin today's video, let's listen to Mohammed Kudus.
Skivily bang 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 bang. That one your name. Yeah yeah yeah. Yeah yeah yeah. Yeah yeah. Make us a one God again, yeah. That one your name. Top skanker, Accra to Sri Lanka, Tivoli, Jamaica. Flanker, them see me as a kaka. Big like a ship and same time me are the anchor. Whatever go do, them don't catch the cancer, me are the answer. When me pass through is a bonanza. Chidi and load in the tanker, that one your name.
So guys, you just heard from Mohammed Kudus, and I told you in previous videos that when there is a breakthrough in Mohammed Kudus transfer, the whole country would shut down. And that was what happened exactly yesterday here in Ghana. But today's video, we are going to go into details. Mohammed Kudus to Brighton, what are the details? We are going to give it to you live here on Sports Corner GH. Also, Thomas Partey to Juventus is never going to happen. I'm going to give you the reasons why that move would never happen. Also, we have fresh updates, latest updates concerning Alidu Seidu's transfer to a team in the French Ligue 1. And I'm going to tell you all about it live here on Sports Corner GH. Also, performance over the weekend. Jeffrey Schlupp was on the score sheet. Also, Afriyie Barnieh scored 2 goals for FC Zurich. We are going to talk about everything live here on Sports Corner GH. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed to, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. So guys, quickly, let's begin with the top performance over the weekend and then climax today's video with latest transfers. Now, with the top performance, I'm going to begin with Jeffrey Schlupp, the Black Star player. Now, Crystal Palace played their last preseason game against Lille. They won the game by 2-0. And Jeffrey Schlupp scored the first goal. He was assisted by Eze. Due to copyright reasons, we can't bring you the goal, but at least I can just describe the goal to you so that you understand what I'm saying. Eze gave a cross, and then Jeffrey Schlupp headed it in. Very nice, very simple. Like, let's not forget, Jeffrey Schlupp is an integral member for Crystal Palace, and let's see what he's going to do come next season. And let's see, Coach Chris Hughton might even end up calling him back to the Black Star. So guys, that is all we have on Jeffrey Schlupp performance for yesterday. Also, Afriyie Barnieh. Now, when he went to FC Zurich for the first time, the first season, he didn't see it up. He wasn't that good. Now, after, much deliberation, he came back from the Under-23 African Cup of Nations that was played in Morocco. He came back with a different mindset and different target. In preseason, he was very impressive, and the coach decided to reward him with game time. So he had 3 starts for FC Zurich. First game, second game, he didn't score a goal, but he was very impressive. Now, the third game was against Lugano, and he was able to score 2 goals. His first goal was in the 68th minute, and 8 minutes after, which is 76 minutes, he scored his second goal. Now, we can't bring you exactly the goals he scored, but this is at least you can see the goals he's scoring and the joy on the faces of friends and relatives of Afriyie Barnieh. I'm happy he's picking off. See, it's smallest time. Akaka Krebi. He will be everywhere because we know how good and talented Afriyie Barnieh is. And it's good that he has started scoring goals for FC Zurich. So guys, these are the top performance over the weekend, and I wanted to bring that to your notice. Now let's move on from that and talk about latest transfers. And I'm going to begin with Alidu Seidu. Now, let's not forget, Alidu Seidu, I brought you in a lot of videos that there are teams interested in him. RCD Lens are already interested in him. They have registered their interest, but then nothing further has been done. There are 2 clubs in Italy that I brought you earlier that were interested in Alidu Seidu, but there have not been any further discussion from those teams. What we are hearing per La Vox du Nord, a publication in France, states that Lille are interested in signing Alidu Seidu. The reason being that their defender, Joseph Fonte, is injured. So they want to bring in a replacement who is going to replace Joseph Fonte in Lille setup till at least middle of the season, and they have gone through the entire European leagues and they have found out that Alidu Seidu is a perfect replacement for Joseph Fonte. So guys, we'll make sure to follow up on this. Alidu Seidu to Lille. Let's see whatever happens. We hope that is good news, and we'll make sure to bring you all updates concerning Alidu Seidu's transfer. Also, Thomas Partey I mean, there are so many publications that Thomas Partey is going to Juventus, Thomas Partey is going to another club, Saudi Arabia. What I'm going to tell you is that Arsenal is not letting Thomas Partey go, and it's a fact. If you see this on your screen, this is a statement from Robin van Persie, and this is how he's explaining Thomas Partey as one of the most exciting players in the Arsenal squad. See, fans are talking, ex-players are talking. There is no way the coach will go above those people to make a rash decision, or there is no way the whole team or the management will go above the fans and the ex-players and make a decision of sending Thomas Partey out. Now, there is two theories about this whole Thomas Partey to Juventus. We had rumors that Arsenal are preparing a contract extension for Thomas Partey, 2 years plus 1 year further. So maybe the Thomas Partey to Juventus is a way of helping Thomas Partey get more wages on his new contract. Also, Juventus are lacking in midfield. Pogba always gets injured. He's not available. Frank Kessie, who is Juventus' target, is going to Saudi Arabia to take money. So it's left with the likes of Locatelli, Rabiot, and I mean, they don't even trust McKennie to even do the job. So guys, their Juventus midfield is depleted. But the question is, would Partey leave the chances of playing Champions League and vying for titles to go and play for Juventus? That's a big question. It's not happening. And once that the ex-players have started coming out to talk, trust me, it's not going to work. The fans are talking, it's not going to work. So guys, that is that on Thomas Partey. Now let's talk about the la creme de la creme. Mohammed Kudus to Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, yesterday evening, we had a news publication that Mohammed Kudus has returned back to training. And I was excited because I was like, finally, he has no minor injury, so he has returned back to training. Later in the evening, we saw this publication from David Austin, a very renowned sports journalist, saying that Brighton and Hove Albion have agreed in principle to sign Mohammed Kudus for 40 million euros. Now, agreeing in principle doesn't mean it is a written agreement. It's not written. It's just that two parties have agreed fairly that this is the amount they are going to take. So Brighton and Hove Albion in the coming weeks would send a written bid to Ajax. Now the deal is not yet closed. Between now and next week, if anything comes into play, there would be a bidding war for Mohammed Kudus, and that his price tag might actually increase. So guys, Brighton and Hove Albion are also talking to Mohammed Kudus to see if they can, find common grounds when it comes to personal, terms and agree on a lot of things. And I believe most Ghanaians are happy because they feel like Brighton and Hove Albion will be the best team for Mohammed Kudus when it comes to development-wise. Brighton and Hove Albion are also playing in Europa League. Chelsea are not playing in, and they feel like even Chelsea is not even a priority signing for them. Now let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, are picking Olise over Mohammed Kudus, and they'll only go in for Mohammed Kudus if they don't get Moises Caicedo. So I mean, the whole thing is a bit shaky, but I don't think Mohammed Kudus to Chelsea is going to longer be like an issue. Like it's done. It is done. I don't think Chelsea would be able to sign both players, Olise and then Mohammed Kudus. They will sign one of them. And once they have made their decision, that is it. Because we hear that Chelsea have made a verbal bid or verbal offer to Crystal Palace for £25 million, which is around 30 million euros for Olise. I know it would be rejected because Crystal Palace are valuing the player around 40. So we'll make sure to follow up on this and bring you all updates you need to know. Also, Chelsea are going to bid again for Moises Caicedo, and this is from some serious source. If you go to the internet, there is a video that has been trending. There is a man that has already confirmed that Kaisado to Chelsea is already a done deal. I don't know why, and I don't know where his source is, but Chelsea fans believe that deal is a done deal because for Brighton to bid or to agree terms with Ajax for Mohammed Kudus, that means they have money. Because the only thing that was standing in the way of Brighton and Mohammed Kudus was money. And now they have it and they are going for their man, as I brought you in a video yesterday. So guys, that is the latest concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players, performances and also transfer. Let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.